Hey, welcome to Rustler Gymnasium on a Friday evening. It is the second home tournament for the CWC women. It is the home opener for the CWC men. This is the Porter's pregame show brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply, portersmvs.com. Hey, good evening. I'm John Gabrielson, high above Rustler Gymnasium, getting ready for the CWC Rustlers and the Clarendon Bulldogs. First ever meeting that I can find between these two teams, and basically because of geographics, it would stand to reason these two probably haven't met very often, if at all. Clarendon, Texas, out of the panhandle of the Lone Star State. Central Wyoming, well, there you go. Central Wyoming right in the middle. It is rather interesting talking with Jayla Johnson, the assistant coach of the Clarendon Bulldogs. I asked them if they drove or flew. They said they drove. That's a long drive from Clarendon, Texas to Riverton, Wyoming. It's also the first time that a lot of these players have seen snow, and so I thought that was interesting. I did get a video. They sent me a video. I was going to play it on the broadcast, but unfortunately it's pixelated, and the sound wouldn't come through when I played it. It was a pretty, I don't know, the digitizing or however it came through on the text didn't translate very well, but it was the first time that these ladies have seen snow. So kind of interesting that they got to see that while they were in Cheyenne, I think, on their way up, that a lot of these ladies from Texas and Angola got to see snow. One of the players from Angola, I'm going to try to find her name real quick, Eugenia, and I'll just get her last name here in a minute, but she was talking about moving her mattress outside and sleeping outside. She liked the cold temperature and the soft snow, but those of us that live here, yeah, we can do without that. Hey, one thing I am going to talk about first in the pregame show, and that is our CWC volleyball team that they went and were playing at LCCC, and it was in the Region 9 Championships. And I got a graphic. If we hit on camera 3 there, we can see they fell to NJC today earlier. 3-1 was the final score. NJC, the 4th-ranked team in the country that got into the consolation bracket by losing to the home team. Central came out, won game 1, 25-20. Then they kind of got blitzed in the next one, 25-10, 25-22. In game 3, lost 25-13. And the Central ladies come out and they end their season at 17-2. Their season has been completed for Central Wyoming College. But great season for Coach Kim Davis, getting a 3 seed, getting a first win at tournament. Second year in a row that Coach Davis has gotten some postseason wins for the CWC ladies. This is your Porter's Mountain View Supply pregame show. We'll take our first video break. We're working on something new. We'll take that. We'll come back on the pregame show. We'll talk about this matchup between Central and Clarendon right after this.
Welcome to Bailey Tire and Auto Service, your local tire and auto repair specialist in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local, choose Bailey Tire and Auto, where your satisfaction hits the road.
At Central Wyoming College, discover your path to success. From ag and equine, nursing, business and entrepreneurship, culinary, software development, automotive and welding, cosmetology, to outdoor leadership, agriculture, law enforcement, tribal leadership, CWC has you covered, offering hands-on learning and career-focused programs. Change your future at Central Wyoming College. It's central to your dreams coming true.
Back at Central Wyoming College as we get ready for this game between the 2-0 Clarendon Bulldogs and the 0-2 Central Wyoming Ladies. First ever meeting, like I said, that I can find between these two opponents. Mark James is the head coach. He's in his 9th season, and I have yet to see the whites of his eyes as of right now. I see his Jayla Johnson and Mariana Minotto. They're both in their first year as assistants for Coach James, but I have not seen Coach James, his 14th season overall as a head coach with previous stops at Allen Community College, Dodge City Community College, both in Kansas. He is also the athletic director at Clarendon, and he's the winningest coach in school history of their women's basketball program. And like I said, he's in his 9th season. Have not seen him as of yet. I did talk with Jayla a little bit, got pronunciations, got some starters. On the other side is Keith Wyatt. Keith is the head coach of the CWC ladies, and he is in his first year as a head coach, his first year as the head coach of the CWC ladies. And they ran into a couple of buzzsaws last week in Salt Lake and Western Nebraska, two teams that have a long storied history over a lot of teams, not just Central, but they took care of business last weekend at the home tournament. This Clarendon team, they're out of Clarendon, Texas, in the Panhandle, about 60 miles east of Amarillo. If I have got my research correct, about 2,000 people, both in the town and in the college. A lot like CWC. They just don't have soccer. They instead have baseball and softball. They have rodeo. They have meat judging. They have livestock judging like the CWC team. Ranch horse like CWC. Cross country. They were established in 1898 by the Methodist Episcopal University and administered as a private institution until 1927. Their enrollment, like I said, about 1,300 students. I found it interesting also, I'm headed to Jamaica in a couple of weeks. There is a Clarendon College in Jamaica. I don't think they're related at any way, shape, or form, but that's a little bit about Clarendon College. And the Bulldogs, they will be green and white and black taking on Central Wyoming College. And Coach Keith Wyatt, and he's going to be without the services of Katie Walker tonight. She is out. Also, Tiff Trevort still out nursing an injury, but he does have Kira Lincoln back. The Lander Lady Tiger is back in the fold for CWC, and she will be back out here playing for the first time because she did not get to play last week, but she will be out here this week for CWC. Coach Wyatt talking about it, but they need to be confident. They need to get those first game jitters out of the way that they had last week. They've got them out of the way. They need to be confident. They need to execute. They need to use their defense to set up their offense. They need to limit turnovers. They had way too many turnovers last week. And then defensively, they need to focus on Eileen Besurl. She is a 5'11 sophomore out of Garden City, Kansas. And also need to focus on Ana Vieira, a 5'7 sophomore from Brazil, as they can really light it up as well. And then I think you really got to pay attention to Armanda Sindalawa. She is a 6-foot freshman from Angola, and she has lit it up early for the Clarendon Bulldogs as well. For Central Wyoming College, SB Vergara is their leading scorer. Lou Ring, her name is Laura. Lou Ring, she's been doing some good things. Her and Sophie Wilkinson down on the post, but it comes down to guard play, I think, for Central. They need to break the press. They need to handle the basketball. They need to get it across, get that offense set up, so we'll see how it all shakes down. I'm going to tell you about starters after we take our second break. This is the Porter's Mountain View Supply pregame show, our second break, and then we're going to hit a national anthem and some starters here in just a bit. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Hey, grab me one too.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here.
Open mic, fade and camera 2, Q Talent.
Join one of the most in-demand creative and technical careers, new media.
Live and work anywhere with your choice of thousands of radio and television stations across the country. Travel the globe as a social media influencer. Join a business marketing team or use your new media skills to start and promote your own business. Wherever your dreams take you, it all begins at CWC. Expect hands-on training in all aspects of media production, including video, audio, social media marketing, and web development. Enjoy learning in a collaborative and inclusive atmosphere. Our small class sizes provide one-on-one attention with our expert instructors. Make your way at Central and start your journey to a rewarding career in new media.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Taking a look at your starting lineups for tonight's game, and then we'll go along with Steve Boileau, our PA announcer, here in just a few minutes. I've just noticed they're officially calling this the Rustler Run and Gun Classic. Last week's was the Hampton Inn and Suites, and this week it's the Run and Gun Classic here at Central Wyoming College. For Coach James, who is now on the bench all by himself for the Clarendon Bulldogs. I do see him now. I was going to introduce myself. We conversed via email a few times during the week and wanted to introduce myself and say hello, but didn't get to see him before I had to climb to the press box and get on the air. Coach James, in his 9th season, they're 2-0, and they will start like this. Number 0 is Talia Glenn. She is a 5'5 sophomore out of Canyon, Texas. She is a returning starter for this team, as well as number 1, Ana Vieira, a 5'7 sophomore. She is out of Brazil, and she's 3 of 6 from three-point land and 9 points early on in the season. Nuria Mukango, she is a 6'1 freshman from Angola. She wears number 12. Also number 14 is Eileen Besurl. She is out of Garden City, Kansas, a 5'11 sophomore. She is committed to the University of Illinois, Chicago, and scoring 7 points in 21 minutes in the first game of the season. And then Armanda Sindalawa, the 6-foot freshman from Angola, scored 28 in their season opener, going 4 of 5 from three-point land, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals. Other than that, she didn't do anything. Armanda Sindalawa would be a handful for the ladies down low for Central, the 6-foot freshman from Angola. Tylee Glenn, Nuria Mukango, Eileen Besurl, Armanda Sindalawa, and Ana Vieira are your starters for the Clarendon Bulldogs, and they will be dressed in black with white numbers and green accents, and they will start left to right as we look at Rustler Gymnasium. For Central, they will start this way. Number 1, Natalia Ballin, if you will. She is a 5'6 sophomore, and she is averaging 5 points, a couple of rebounds per ball game. She is out of Provo, Utah. Tal Ballin wearing number 1. Leading scorer on the team at just under 11 points in their first 2 games per game as SP Vergara Esperanza. She is a 5'7 sophomore out of Blackfoot, Idaho. And she will average 11 points, 4 rebounds, and is 83% from the free throw line, going 10 of 12. Number 10 is Marin Baker, the 5'7 sophomore from DuBois, Wyoming. And you want to talk about snow. If you're from Clarendon, Texas, DuBois gets a lot. It's about 90 minutes drive up in the mountains from here. Marin Baker, the 5'7 sophomore, averaging just under 5 points and 3 rebounds per ball game. Number 24 is Laura, 6'1 freshman from New Zealand. And she is averaging just under 10 with 6 rebounds. She has hit a 3-pointer on the season. And number 42 is Sophie Wilkinson. Sophie is a 6'3 freshman. She had 11 rebounds in one of the games. She is also from New Zealand as well. So it will be Ballin, Vergara, Baker, Ring, and Wilkinson in the home whites with black and orange for Central Wyoming College. One more break, and then we will come back and we will get the starting lineups and get this one underway. It's Clarendon, it's Central, it's CWC and Clarendon basketball after this on your Porter's Mountain View Supply pregame show.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching.
Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
We are Central Wyoming College, and we're about a minute away from the opening tap of the Rustler Run and Gun Classic. Actually, there were two games earlier today. The Northwest women defeated the Treasure Valley Chuckers. 103-64 was the final. They jumped out to a 30-12 first quarter lead and then took care of business on the Chuckers and won 103-64. Clarendon will play Northwest tomorrow. Central will play Treasure Valley at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then it was the Northwest Trappers men defeating the Utah Rebels. Used to be Rexburg United, if you will. 96-59 was the final score in that contest, and it was Northwest out in front and winning that one. So with that said, we are getting ready for the national anthem and the starting lineups. We're going to be turning it over to Steve Barlow, our PA announcer, here in just a couple of quick moments. Clarendon lining up in front of their bench. Central is lining up out in front of the free throw line. Appreciate Amanda Nikoloff and the new media class providing us. Let's go downstairs. Here's Steve Barlow.
Before we announce the starters, I just want to remind everyone to please be respectful of these young ladies out here working hard, doing what they do. Be respectful with your language and your actions. Also to our officials and coaches. Thank you. All right, let's meet the starters. First for the Bulldogs. A 5'6" sophomore, number 0, Talia Glenn. A 5'8" sophomore, number 1, Anna Vieira. A 6-foot freshman, number 12, Nerea Mukongo. A 5'11" sophomore, number 14, Eileen Bessaru. And a 5'11" freshman, number 24, Amanda Sindalawa. The Bulldogs are coached by head coach Mark James. Now let's meet your Rustlers. First, from Provo, Utah, 5'6" sophomore, number 1, Natalia Ballin. From Blackfoot, Idaho, a 5'7" sophomore, number 4, Espy Vergara. From Du Bois, Wyoming, a 5'7" sophomore, number 10, Marin Baker. From New Zealand, a 6'1" freshman, number 24, Laura Ring. And also from New Zealand, a 6'3" freshman, number 42, Sophie Wilkinson. The Russells are coached by head coach Keith Wyatt. Good luck, ladies.
Interesting there for a second, the scoreboard completely went off during the starting lineups. Looks like they've got it put back together. And we are getting ready for basketball. Central in their home whites. Sophie Wilkinson's going to step into the midcourt circle. Laura Ring, Marin Baker, Tal Ballin, S.P. Vergara. On the other side, dressed in black, green numbers, Clarendon across their front from Texas. It'll be Glenn, Vieira, Mukongo, Basuril, and Sindalawa. Hopefully I'm pronouncing those correctly. Treasure Valley is in the house watching. They will be taking on Central tomorrow, as it is Mukongo stepping into the midcourt circle against Wilkinson. And the tap is up, and Central will get first crack at it. Right to left. Again, I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks to Porter's Mountain View Supply, our pregame sponsor. They try to get it down to Lou Ring, and Central is going to throw it away on their first possession and give it right to Clarendon. Just underway as Sindalawa brings it across the timeline. Central's going to play man-to-man defense, if you will. Mukongo spins. She'll put up a left hand. That'll drop. And it's quickly 2-0 Clarendon. Full court pressure that Central has got to handle if they want a chance to be successful. It's a man-to-man press. Vergara sends him into the front court. Tries to get a pick from Ring. Can't. Ballin with it. Tal goes corner to Baker. Tal's going to launch a three. That'll be off the mark. Ring, I think, touched it. No, they'll say it went off of Basuril. And they will give Central the basketball. Tiff Trevort not playing. Again, she will not probably play till January with that torn meniscus she is healing up. Also not playing is Katie Walker, as Tal Ballin's 15-footer will go off the mark. And the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. Basuril, first board of the game. Triple on the right side, nothing but net. Basuril, that's a three, it's 5-0. Man-to-man pressure, everybody's gonna clear out. Ring will hand it back to Vergara. Ring will hesitate and have it poked away at the free throw line. Clarendon on the run, Sindalawa misses. Tries to get her own rebound, can't. Ring will end up with it. Central back into the front court. SB playing with two different colored shoes tonight. Baby blue and some pink action there. Ballin almost gets free on the overplay. Goes baseline. Marin Baker sets up for a triple. That one skims off the iron. And Sindalawa will come down with a rebound. Central, I think, also in taking care of the basketball, as a right-hand scoop by Glenn does not go in, and it's rebounded by Ring. They need to get some home cooking on the rim, too. They need to shoot better. Right now, 0 for 3 from the field. Central look a little more in control. Baseline. Ring steps back from 15 and lets it fly and drains it. Central is on the board on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 5-2 our score. Sindalawa, baseline, nice pick, goes to the rack, puts it too hard off glass, and a foul from behind on Ring on the rebound, as getting the rebound was Mukongo. And Laura Ring will pick up her first. Lou, they call her. I said, is that a nickname they gave you here? And she said, well, I've had the nickname for a long time, but they started calling me that independent, not knowing that what she had been called. That one's nothing but the bottom of the net. Lou wanted to say a shout out to her sister Annabelle, who she wants to follow in her footsteps. Second one is nothing but net for Mukongo. She gets both, and it's a 5-point lead, 7-2 Bulldogs. SB says, get out of here, Tal. I'll take it myself. She'll bring it across the timeline, working on a very athletic Sindalawa. 7 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Cutting Ballin. Ball gets knocked out of there. Tal goes baseline. Has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds, and the referee says turnover, and that'll be number 3 on Central. Vieira with it. And a 3-second violation. Coach had been asking for it. You could hear Coach yelling 3-3-3, and he gets the 3-second violation. So we've got our 3-second call for the year out of the way. Be hard-pressed, I think, if we ever see that again. The forgotten call in basketball, but they get it here. Baseline ball and rejected. It's going to stay Central basketball. Good block by Basurl. Central 1 of 5 to start the contest. 0 for 2 from the perimeter. Ring takes the inbound. Ring will fire with the left hand and score it. Laura Lou Ring. Not Laura Lou, but Lou. 6.5 left, first quarter. Pump fake, driving Glenn. She'll take it to the rack, misses it. Offensive rebound and a triple on the way. That doesn't go in. And Ring will get another rebound and be fouled doing so. Basurl has 2 rebounds. Bulldog foul is on Basurl. And we have substitutions into the ball game for Clarendon. Sanaya Wilson into the game. 2 Sanayas on the team, spelled differently, kind of like we have 3 Ryans on the volleyball team, all spelled differently, although one of them is a last name. Ring in the paint, right-hand scoop this time, left it short. Wilkinson crashing in for the board is going to knock it out of bounds, and it goes as a team rebound for the Bulldogs, and they will have the basketball. 7-4 our score. Appreciate you tuning in on rustlerathletics.com in Clarendon, Texas. If you're watching, we'd love to hear a shout out as the triple on the way. Sindalawa, no good. Good box out. Sophie Wilkinson. Heading towards our first media timeout of the contest. Vergara working on Sindalawa, goes baseline. Baker, Mirren off to SB. Triple is good from the right side, and we are tied for the first time since zeros. Wilson gives it up to Vieira. Working on Talballin. Marcela Lite with the basketball. She checked into the ball game, gives a pick. Pump fake, Wilson 15, back of the iron. Ring the rebound. Already 4 rebounds for Lou Ring with 4 points. And a defensive foul on Armanda Sindalawa at the midcourt stripe. Will be her first, team second. And that is the media timeout. Coming your way, 7-7 our score on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Returning to Rustler Gymnasium right after this.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Central to athletics.
Central for making dreams come true.
Out of the timeout, Central ball. Same 5 have gone the distance for Central so far. No substitutions there. And Talballin gives Central their first lead of the game on a little right-hand runner down the right side. Triple on the other side is no good, and Ring with another rebound. 5 rebounds already in the first quarter for Lou Ring. Down to the low block, Ring spins with the right hand, left it short, goes to the ground, and she will tie up Mukongo, and it's going to be Clarendon basketball. Good job by Ring to fight in there. That'll be our second team rebound. Right side, 3, no good. Ring, another rebound. And then the Rustlers will throw it away. 4 turnovers on Central right into the Clarendon bench. Substitution, in comes Nadia Domingos. Nadia is a 6-foot freshman from Angola. 3 Angola players on this team. 3 Brazilians on the team. Actually 4 Angolans. Congo, Brazil, and then Garden City, Kansas, and the rest are from the TX. Baseline, scoop with the right hand, and a miss by Lite. Second rebound for Sophie Wilkinson. Central up 9-7. 3:30 remaining in the first period on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Vergara hit that triple. There's Ring again. Ring with the right hand, working, making hay. 6 points, 6 rebounds, first quarter for Lou Ring from New Zealand. Baseline right side, Wilson driving. Shot is no good. Tal Ballin finds her way into the pack to pick up her first rebound of the night. No look to Wilkinson, through her hands out of bounds. Central will turn it over for a 5th time. But they're turnovers in the front court in the offensive set as opposed to turnovers in the back court that lead to quick points for the opposition. The difference right now. Under 3 to play, first quarter, 11-7. Central out in front, baseline, 3, not happening. Lite, though, runs down the offensive rebound and is fouled. Foul is on Tal Ball in her first. I thought it was going to be on Ring, which would have been her second. You probably would have seen her go sit for a while, which would be detrimental the way she has played in this first quarter. And we'll get a stop in play. I don't think the 30-second clock had reset or had been started after, so they're going to put 27 seconds on the shot clock. Addie Wagner is our director. Julian and Aspen are high above Rustler Gymnasium with the other cameras. Amanda Nikoloff and the new media crew. Tal Ballin, triple, no good. Can't get her own rebound. Domingos gonna go coast to coast, and that'll be number 2 on Ring. Lou filling up the stat sheet.
2 shots.
As that's gonna be 2 free throws you hear, and you're gonna hear Nat Tintor check into the ball game. Natalia. She is a 6'1" freshman out of Belgrade, Serbia. We have 2 Natalias on the team, and they're spelled differently.
2 times 2.
Natalia Ballin goes by Tal. Natalia Tintor goes by Nat. Domingos, front of the iron. 2 for 3 are the Bulldogs from the charity stripe in the early going. 2:12 left to play, first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. We'll have the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime stats, and we'll also have the Bailey Enterprises post-game show that usually is a quick one for the ladies, as we will stop this stream and go right into the men's, and then have to restart a men's stream against Salt Lake, so that they're 2 different ones for purposes of uploading. Backdoor Tintor loses the handle, and a steal. Out of the pack, Wilson throws it away over the Central bench. One good turnover deserves another as they We're in transition and throws it over the CWC bench with 1:48 remaining, and a substitution coming in. Eugenia Ngungo will check in. Eugenia is a 6'3" freshman from Angola, seeing snow for the first time. She's the one that said she wanted to move her bed outside in the cold weather. I wish I could say that I hadn't seen snow in a while, as Vergara triple is good, her second of the night. Being a lifelong Wyomingite, I've seen entirely too much. Wilson triple to answer. Not going to happen, and Marin Baker will corral the rebound. It has been a while since the Bulldogs have scored in this ball game. They got out to a 7-2 advantage. They've been outscored 12-0 since then. Central missing that shot. Baseline, spin with the left hand, left it short, got her own rebound, and then missing. And then we have a stop in play. A travel violation on Central. $12-0 run on Coach James's Clarendon Bulldogs. Looking in on his bench on the broadcast. 50 seconds, long triple is going to be short and out of bounds to Central. Clarendon right now 2 of 18 shooting, 1 of 9 from the field. Little bus lag perhaps. And Central has out-rebounded him 16-10. Again, this was 7-2, Clarendon out in front. And it's a 12-0 run by Central to close out the quarter. Wilkinson double teamed and has it knocked out of her hands, and it'll be a foul. So going to be on whom? It's on Sanaya Wilson. They call her Naya. Sanaya Roberts as well, spelling her name differently. Wilkinson, free throw, first charities of the night for Central, rattles around and drops. 13-0 run for Central. Falls off, but Tal Ballin doing what Tal does, and that is getting rebounds when she has no business getting rebounds, but then she'll turn it over. That 3 dish pans out, and an offensive rebound by Berserl. Shot clock at 14, game clock at 13. I must have reset right at the 20 mark because it was 31 when this possession started, and Vergara is going to step in front and make a steal with 3 seconds. Long pass up ahead, and Tintor will not get a shot away. And we have played 1 quarter of basketball from Central Wyoming College. It is Central on a 13-0 run. After being down 7-2, it is Central 15. It is Clarendon, Texas 7. We'll be back after this timeout. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletes for over 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families one-on-one. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. Our services include hand therapy, orthopedic therapy, pre- and post-rehab, and aquatic therapy, and more. Set up an appointment today in Lander, Riverton, Green River, Rock Springs, Saratoga, or Rollins. FremontTherapyGroup.com.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
15-7 Central out in front of Clarendon College. Central 6 of 14 shooting, 43%. 2 of 6 from the arc, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Clarendon chilly, 2 of 19, 11%. 1 of 10 from the arc, 2 of 4 from the free throw line right now. Central with just one sub in the entire first quarter, and that was Tinter for Ring, and an offensive foul going to be called on SB Vergara as she'd show. No, it's going to be on Tal Ballin. And that goes as her first personal and a turnover. 9 turnovers on Central. But like I said, the turnovers have come in the offensive set as opposed to in the backcourt giving up points. You would still rather not have any, but Congo going down, shot rolls out. They are just ice cold right now, are the Bulldogs. 4th rebound of the game for Wilkinson. Tal Ballin, right side, no good. 5th rebound of the game for Wilkinson. She's fouled going back up with it. Clarendon foul is on Eileen Bersurl. First personal. Going to see Estela Bayo Sancho check into the contest for Central. She is out of Zaragoza, Spain, a 5'8" freshman. Had the kids fill out questionnaires prior to the season as Wilkinson's first free throw is no good. She's 1 for 3. Sophie played a game called netball, which I had seen, but I didn't know what I was watching. I didn't know what it was called, netball. She also mentioned canoe polo as Tintor, we're going to call it travel on Sindalawa going down the right side of the lane before any of that transpired under the hoop. Estela Bayo Sancho is an archer as well. Tintor takes the handoff, gives it to Vergara. She will be dropped to the floor, and a foul going to be whistled on Bersurl. That'll be number 3 on Eileen. And that will probably cue Coach James to look at his bench to bring somebody in, and on cue, here will come Sanaya Wilson as Vergara hits the first free throw. 7 points for Espy. Did not come in till after the second free throw in women's basketball. Second one is good by Espy as well. Central on a 16-0 run spanning about 8 minutes of basketball right now. They got down 7-2 and have been on a run since then, 16 straight, to put themselves up 18-7. Vieira, Sindalawa, working on Tintor, gets a pick. Sindalawa down the lane, runner, still not going to drop in. Fighting hard for the offensive rebound, and a foul on Central. Good job. Fighting for the rebound was Mukongo, and she gets rewarded for her effort underneath as Sophie Wilkinson of Central will pick up her first personal foul. A wide open Sindalawa on the inbound will end the drought. Central scored 16 straight before Sindalawa's first basket of the ball game. Maybe gets Clarendon back untracked after giving up 16 straight and putting themselves down 18-7. Nice defensive play by Mukongo, stepping in front of that play. Back the other way, Sindalawa, pump fake, steps back. I think it's just a 2, it is. And she's not gonna get it anyway. Ball goes out of bounds, saved, and Wilkinson's gonna get it, and she's gonna be fouled. Foul is on Mukongo, her first. Another substitution in for both teams as Domingos checks back in for Clarendon. We'll also see Lara Liberal, point guard out of Spain, a 5'5" freshman for Central. Her and Bayo Sancho in the backcourt. Liberal behind the back dribble, working on the full court pressure from Talia Glenn. Boy, contact pushing away and contact reaching. Pick, might have been a travel, and it is, as taking 2 big steps through the lane was Lara Liberal. Sindalawa across the midcourt stripe. Vieira Hands it off. Ooh, ouch. Players go down. So there might have been a hook first by Domingos, but then they're going to get a foul on Wilkinson, and she might have had knee-to-knee contact on top of it. They do go on Sophie, and I have her for 2. She's going to come out. Coach talking with her. It looked like Domingos kind of had a right-hand hook around her at first, but referee didn't call that, and then they hit knee-to-knee, and then as they got tangled up, definitely got a foul the other way as that one goes too strong off the rim, and Rhea Ukai into the ball game, and then Central's going to throw it away again on the other side. Driving, shot, rebound, good, Domingos. Boy, this one's getting a little frantic, a little wild. A little physical as well. Baker tries to go around the back. She gets knocked to the floor. Take it away, long play up ahead, and a layup by Sanaya Wilson, and a timeout on the floor. Central has 13 turnovers in 13 minutes of basketball, but they have an 18-13 lead. This is just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Very weird set of plays up and down the floor in the last couple of minutes. 18-13. Again, Central had a 16-0 run after trailing 7-2. Second quarter shooting much better right now for the Bulldogs. 3 of 8. 38%. Central right now has only attempted 1 shot because they've been turning the ball over. Coming up in just a few, it'll be the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. We'll take a look at some statistics of the first half on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard that reads 18-13 Central leading Clarendon College. Thanks to Coach James. He was very helpful in getting me information about his girls, the roster, and everything else, as well as Coach Johnson for helping me with pronunciations, which I hope I'm close. Full court pressure by Clarendon. Gonna get the ball to Liberal, and then she'll be fouled in the backcourt by Glenn, and they might be gonna try to tighten this up a little bit after the physicality that happened over the course of the last 2 minutes of basketball. 6:56, Liberal. Cross the stripe, between the legs dribble, nearly lost it, gave up the dribble. It gets knocked into the backcourt. Bodies collide again, and now an offensive foul on Liberal. Yeesh. Another turnover on Central. Liberal will check out. Vergara back in with Ukai, Tintor, Bayo Sancho, and Baker. Right side runner, gonna nestle one in by Sanaya Wilson. She's got 4, and the lead is cut to 3. 18-15. And a reach foul in the backcourt, Wilson. And you know, when things are going bad on one end of the court, that's where you can pick it up in intensity on the defensive end of the court. I think that's what Coach James's team has done is, you know, hey, let's use some defense to spur on our offense. And it's worked as they're down by 3, but now they're racking up some fouls as Wilson picks up her second, 5th team foul. And it will send Espy Vergara to the free throw line for Central. Espy has 8 points, misses that. First miss from the stripe today. Central 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Second one, Espy, is good. Are there palm trees in Clarendon, Texas? I would like to know for relocation purposes. Nice floater by Wilson. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay Clarendon basketball. I actually went to college in Portales, New Mexico, kind of in that same geographic location of the Texas Panhandle near Amarillo, Lubbock. Wilson She's got 6, and the Bulldogs within a basket. Vergara gave up the dribble, looking for somebody, finds Baker. Under 6 minutes left to play, second quarter. Estrella Bello Sancho to Baker. 5 to shoot for Marin. Goes low to Espy. She'll spin on Wilson. Shot is no good. And Sindalawa the rebound. Triple for the lead. No. Tintor the rebound. 1 tie, 1 lead change. We were tied at 7s. Central took the lead back at that point after, nice pass underneath. Bea Sancho goes baseline. Tintor, Nat for a 2, in and out. And then they're going to call a travel as Domingos and Sindalawa got tied up on the rebound. So a rebound and a turnover is their 5th. Ballin. Ball's out. Trying to get the rebound was Domingos, but she can't, and it'll squirt out of bounds. Central leading the rebounding unofficially 23-15. Coach James urging his team to box out. Oh, nice play, Ballin. Left side, Baker, triple on the way. Good! First 3 of the game for Marin Baker from DuBois, Wyoming. A wide open left side, Wilson on the other side. Can't make it rain, and Baker will pull down that rebound. 22-17 Central, 4:38 left. We'll have a media timeout on the next stop in play. Which is right now. Substitution coming in. I think should be the media timeout, but they're not going to go that way. Makongo going to check in. And out goes Domingos, so they'll forego the media timeout. Had a 30-second timeout earlier, but that's not the media, but we're good. Ballin through traffic, finds Tintor on the three-point line, too hard. Wilson. Sindalawa spins, left hand scoop is good and one. Nice play by Armanda Sindalawa. That is just her second basket of the contest. Laura Ring will check back into the game. 6.6 rebounds in the first quarter for Laura. Checking in after picking up her second foul. That foul, by the way, went on Nat Tintor. And Sindalawa will go to the line to shoot the end one. Shania Wilson checking out. I thought she provided some pretty good spark minutes for Coach Mark James's team. Sindalawa free throw is good. And it's a one-possession game, 2-point contest. 4 and change left in the first half on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Central hanging on to a 2-point advantage on a 16-0 run after being down 7-2. Ballin gets tripped, left a little bit of knee skin on the floor. And the foul is going to be on Glenn. And that is the 6th team foul, so that is 2 free throws coming for Tal Ballin. Tal, a sophomore out of Timpview High School in Provo, Utah. Scored 22 in 2 different games last year for Highs. Cannot rattle that one in. Central 5 of 9 now from the free throw line. Second one, Tal, is good. And they are going to wave it off. So then that's always the question as the stat keeper. Do you is that a missed free throw or just not an attempt or a turnover or what? I just went as a missed free throw. So 22-20, under 4 left in the first half. Sindalawa one-on-one, runs past Ring, lays it up, misses it. Ring and Ukai kind of battle for the rebound, and neither end up getting it. Baker ends up getting that one. 3:30 remaining first half. Coach Keith Wyatt has shortened up that Central bench. Played a lot of girls last week, and he's pretty much ridden the starting five. Nice quick hands by Vieira to steal that one away from Ballin. Vieira doing a good job keeping her in check on the perimeter. Sindalawa running past Ring is going to be rejected by Ring. It goes off the head of Sindalawa, out of bounds. It will be Central basketball. Great defensive play by Lou Ring. Ballin bounces to Vergara. Preview the men's game coming up at halftime. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. We'll take a look at some first half stats. Ring, left side, too high. Goes well over the rim. Glenn stops for 15. Her shot is no good. And Ring with another rebound. 7 boards already for Lou Ring. Vergara, her third triple? No. And a foul going to be on Ukai over the back of the box out on Vieira. Nice job by Ana Vieira to box her out. She'll go shoot free throws. Ukai will pick up her first. Rhea Ukai, coming back from injury last year out of Kosovo. 6'1" sophomore. She'll sit. Marin Baker will sit. Bayo Sancho checks back into the contest for Central. Wilkinson back in for CWC as well. 2 free throws coming by Vieira. The lefty cannot get the first. 3 out of 6. Clarendon from the line.
One shot, play it.
2-0 on the season are the Bulldogs after they beat Bethany's JV and Western Oklahoma State College. Second free throw is good. Cuts the lead in half. 22-21, 2:20 left to play in the first half. Throw it away. 16 turnovers. Sindalawa outside Vieira for triple. Missed it. Bayo Sancho the rebound as it caroms back into her hands. 2 minutes left. First half. Ring. Sindalawa gets called for the foul as she got it knocked away once and then went for it the second time, and Lou Ring is going to go shoot free throws. Central has not shot many free throws on the year. They're 72% as a team. Ring has not shot a free throw yet this year. Through now into her third game. 6.7 rebounds, now 7 and 7 for Ring. Put Central back up by 2 points. Again, great camera work by our new media students. Student broadcast, our director, Addie Wagner, running a couple of cameras herself in between directing, and Aspen and Julian up here in the box. We'll get them on camera before this game is complete. Sindalawa triple is an air ball, and Ballin will come away with a rebound. Third board of the game for Tal. 90 seconds left. First half on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Vergara to Ballin. Tal has the other shoes that Espy's wearing. Lou Ring wide open underneath. Good closeout as Ballin had a great entry pass down there, but Lou couldn't finish. Underneath finishing is Mukongo. Cuts the lead to 1. 60 seconds left. Sanaya Roberts playing defense on Vergara. Vergara using that elbow, but also pretty good hand checking going on as Central tries an entry pass and will turn it over. Ball goes through the hands and out of bounds. Referees confer. They'll keep it Bulldog basketball as there you look at Coach Keith Wyatt looking at his bench with 40 seconds and pulls Marin Baker to come in, as well as Ukai, as well as Tintor. Wilkinson will sit. Ring is going to sit maybe the final 40 seconds and keep her from that third personal foul. Coach does not have an assistant, so you got to kind of rely on Tiffany Trevort and Katie Walker, who are in street clothes tonight, to help out maybe with some of those assistant coaching duties, if you will. Glenn, nice runner past Bayo Sancho, and she'll miss the lay-in, but she will go shoot free throws. Estella with her first personal foul. 7th team foul, 7-7 in that category.
2 shots, 2 shots.
Like I said on that questionnaire, Estella was a swimmer and did archery competitions and placed in both in high school, as Glenn puts that one in to tie the game for the second time. It was at 7-7, now 24-24, and the lead will flip for the second time. On the second free throw by Glenn, Sindalawa is going to check out. She has 2 fouls. Basurl has 3. Vergara takes the inbound. Shot clock is put to bed, and a foul is going to put her to the line. Roberts, playing physical defense, just got teed up. So give her 2 for the price of 1. Not sure what Roberts had to say to the official, but she gets teed up, and she's coming right out of the game, as looks like Sindalawa is going to come in. They send them to the bench, and I think this is where now there's not instant replay, but there's video review. And they come together to talk about whether they were going to video review it or not, and they're not. Central, we don't really have equipment. They would be watching our feedback from what we're sending over the web, as Vergara hits the first free throw. She's 4 of 5 from the free throw line, all in this quarter. Imagine she'll just stay there now and shoot the foul shots after the technicals go in. Switches the lead back to Central and adds to it. 3 straight Vergara. She'll have another. 12 points for SB. Central 10 of 15 from the free throw line, and that's pretty tough to step up and drain 4 consecutive free throws in a ball game with nobody else on the line. 28-25, this could be a 6, maybe a 7-point trip down the floor for Central. 20 seconds left in the first half. Technical might be a turning point in this one, as stepping in front of that is Makongo with a steal. Back out Vieira for 3. The lefty can't get it. Baker will secure the Central rebound. 3 seconds, she'll fire 3. It's not going to drop. Sindalawa the rebound, and that's how the first half will come to an end. Wowza. A 4-point swing for Central on a technical and a foul at the end of the half. And SB Vergara's 4 free throws straight put Central up at the break. It is Central 28. It is Clarendon College of Texas 25. We'll take a break. We'll come back. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. It's coming your way next. We'll come back with stats and a look back at this first half right after this.
Hey, grab me one too.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here.
Open mic, fade and camera 2, Q Talent.
Join one of the most in-demand creative and technical careers, new media. Live and work anywhere with your choice of thousands of radio and television stations across the country. Travel the globe as a social media influencer. Join a business marketing team or use your new media skills to start and promote your own business. Wherever your dreams take you, it all begins at CWC. Expect hands-on training in all aspects of media production, including video, audio, social media marketing, and web development. Enjoy learning in a collaborative and inclusive atmosphere. Our small class sizes provide one-on-one attention with our expert instructors. Make your way at Central and start your journey to a rewarding career in new media.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. 28-25 you see on your screen here at the intermission. And let's take a look at some first half scoring statistics. Central led 15-7 after one. Now this is how it went. Clarendon jumped out to a 7-2 advantage. Central then scored 16 straight to take an 18-7 lead. That's been their largest lead of the game, has been 11. Clarendon's largest lead has been 5 when they were up at 7-2. Clarendon then claws back in it, takes a lead, and then the technical foul and the free throws at the end of the half by SP Vergara puts her team up by 3 at the break as she made 4 straight after being down 1. And they lead at 28-25 to Central. They led 15-7 after 1. Clarendon outscoring Central 18-13 in the second period. Taking a look at scoring leaders in this ballgame right now, SP Vergara has 13 points for CWC. Laura Lou Ring has 8 points. 2 points. I'm going to go back here because, 2 points for Sophie Wilkinson, 2 points for Tal Ballin, 3 points for Marin Baker on a triple as well. Rebounding leader Lou Ring has 7 for Central, 8 points, 7 rebounds for Lou. 6 rebounds for the team, 4 rebounds for Marin Baker, 4 rebounds. Actually, it's Sophie has 6 rebounds in the ballgame. I got my stats all kinds of jumbled up here as I'm looking at them. Yeah, Sophie has 6, and Laura has 7. By the count that you got right there. Central 11 of 16 free throw shooting for 69% in the first half. 11 points coming from the free throw line. Shooting just 29% in the first half. On the other side, the Bulldogs shooting just 22% for the game right now. For the Bulldogs, they are led by Nuria Makongo. She has 6. Armanda Sindalawa has 5. Sanaya Wilson has 6. And I thought she was really kind of a key to the comeback for this Clarendon team, as she sparked them defensively a little bit coming off the bench and helping out right now. Basuril has 3. Domingos has a bucket. 1 point for Vieira, 2 points for Glenn. Leading rebounder is right now Sindalawa. She has 4. 3 rebounds for Basuril as well, as Central leading the rebounding unofficially 30-21 right now. Central has hit 3 3-pointers. Clarendon has hit 1. They're 6 of 9 from the free throw line for 67%. Central, though, had 18 turnovers to just 5 for Clarendon. But it was Clarendon's shooting that kind of went south on them. 9 of 41, just 22%. They had 17 more shots than Central, but Central making up hay at the free throw line, hitting 11 free throws and 3 3-pointers to just 1 3-pointer for the Bulldogs in the contest. 28-25, this is your Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. On the other side of this break, we'll preview the men's game as Coach Pat Rafferty and the CWC men take on the 7th-ranked team in the country, the Salt Lake Bruins. We'll preview that after this break. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching.
Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
28-25 at the break on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard in favor of Central as they are out in front. 3 ties, 3 lead changes. Coming up next, it'll be the 7th-ranked preseason team in the country, Salt Lake. They're 1-1. They lost at the buzzer to Harcum College out of Pennsylvania, and they played them at Snow College. So that's a ways to go from Pennsylvania to Snow College to play a junior college basketball game. They did beat Western Nebraska in a track meet, 109-106 or something and thereabouts, but lost to Harcum 97-96. Salt Lake is coached by Dave Rice. Dave Rice, as a former head coach at UNLV, he won almost 100 games with the Rebels, where he played for Coach Jerry Tarkanian. 2 NCAA appearances, beat 10 ranked teams, was in the top 25 for 25 weeks. He also assisted at BYU, Utah State, Nevada, Washington. Like I said, played for Jerry Tarkanian at UNLV, part of the NCAA champions and runners-up in the 34-1 year. He's a Rhodes Scholar candidate. Visited with him briefly earlier today after some emailing back and forth, getting information over the week. Nice guy, Dave Rice, as he steps in as the first-year head coach of the Salt Lake Bruins. But a pretty good coaching resume for Coach Rice. His team is 1-1, and he's loaded full of talent. And Coach Pat Rafferty said it's going to be up to us to stop Xavier Edmonds. Edmonds has a choice to make. Oregon or TCU. Those are the 2 schools that he's narrowed down his Division I future down to right now. Oregon and TCU for Xavier Edmonds. He's 6'9", he runs about 250, and there's not a person in black and orange for CWC that runs to those dimensions. So going to be a lot of stopping the ball out front, trying to decide where Edmonds is going to get the basketball, as he will be a load for this team to take care of. On the other side, you think of things like Central's defense. They've given up 55 and 51 points, but unfortunately they've lost both of those games, and Coach is hoping for a little more identity and execution on offense today as his team comes out. The game that they did win, they scored in the 80s in an overtime win over Lamar. But the 1-1 Salt Lake Bruins and the 1-2 Central Rustlers. Central played on Tuesday night at NJC in Sterling and had that game in the palm of their hand. A couple of late tying possessions that wouldn't drop. Never could get over that last hump, if you will, and Central fell to NJC on Tuesday. For the ladies from Central Wyoming College, this is the start of 6 games in 8 days. They will play tonight. They will play again tomorrow. Both teams will then go to Glendive, Montana on Monday. They'll come back. The women will play on Wednesday, and then both teams will head to College of Southern Idaho to play a pair of games at Twin Falls in CSI country. So 6 games in 8 days for the CWC women, and the men playing, I think they've got like 10 games in 22 days in the month of November, as just getting it underway and getting things started for these teams. Coach Dave Rice, as I mentioned, coaching at UNLV and other places. He and his wife Mindy have established the Dave Rice Foundation about 12 years ago. It's a nonprofit dedicated to the education and support of health initiatives, including developmental disorders like autism and other charitable causes. They've awarded over $500,000 in grants to various autism-related organizations in southern Nevada. And Dave Rice, just a very nice gentleman. He's got a player on his team named Cade Rice. I said, is he related? He's like, no. But his dad is Leon Rice, who is the head coach at Boise State University for the Broncos. And the Boise State Broncos out of the Mountain West Conference. But Cade Rice on that team is not related to Coach Dave Rice of the Salt Lake City Bruins. Getting set for the second half, it will be Central basketball when we come back on the other side of this final timeout. This has been your Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Buckle Up for Life reminding you to buckle up every trip, every time. We'll be back after this timeout. Rustler basketball next. They lead 28-25 on the Fremont Therapy and the Fremont Auto scoreboard.
Welcome to Bailey Tire and Auto Service, your local tire and auto repair specialist in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local, choose Bailey Tire and Auto, where your satisfaction hits the road.
At Central Wyoming College, discover your path to success. From ag and equine, nursing, business and entrepreneurship, culinary, software development, automotive and welding, cosmetology, to outdoor leadership, agriculture, law enforcement, tribal leadership, CWC has you covered, offering hands-on learning and career-focused programs. Change your future at Central Wyoming College. It's central to your dreams coming true.
28-25 Central out in front as we get ready for the second half. Do want to acknowledge one person, and that is Isabel Solis. And Isabel is the CWC Student of the Week. She's a freshman from Green River, Wyoming. She is on the CWC golf team. She is our Student Athlete of the Week, and she's down there taking tickets at the gate to get in. So if you see her, ask her for her autograph, as I did earlier today and embarrassed her thoroughly. Chatted with some of the gals from Clarendon not playing tonight. I chatted with Aisa Ispandola de Silva. I hope I said that even remotely close, but she's not playing because she's restructuring, rehabbing a knee injury. And I asked them about the snow, and they did say first time seeing snow, and they were all excited to see the snow. Some of the students from Angola and she, being from Brazil, had not seen snow, and they got to see snow on their trip to Wyoming. They trail right now 28-25 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Central basketball to begin the second half. Glenn Vieira Besurl, who had 3 fouls in the first half, back in. Sindalawa has checked in. Also coming in is Nuria Makongo. That'll be the 5 that start. Dressed in black. Oh, they had it messed up. It is going to be the possession arrow pointed Central the entire halftime show, but they have put it back to Clarendon, so they will start with it. Vergara, Ballin, Ring, Wilkinson, Baker start the second half for Central. Vieira directing traffic. Right side, Sindalawa. Central in a man-to-man defense. As we get things started, they'll go down low. Besurl spinning over Wilkinson, misses, and Sophie will get the rebound. Seven rebounds to go along with 2 points for Sophie Wilkinson. Vergara fakes right, misses. Ring the rebound, put it back up and in. Firing a shot and missing. Ring the rebound. And we'll have a stop in play. I'm not sure the clock. I think the clock just flat out turned off as it's, I don't know if it's lost power a couple of times or what, but right before the starting lineups, the clock went black. It just went black again. The scoreboard just going black. Scoreboard is blacked out here at Central. They are underneath. It is now back operating again. We are back to basketball. Shot clock did not start. Now the buzzer rings. It's kind of a comedy of errors happening, unfortunately. Some gremlins in the system going on. About 4 seconds ticked off the clock, but nothing on now. Both clocks are running. This may be one of those things where they'll need to go back to the replay to determine where this one was. They're going to send both teams back to the bench. Clock was at 9:10 and the shot clock was at 25. And now it's went to 9:01 and the shot clock is at 21. Shot clock should be at 16, but I told the officials to look up here, I'd help them out, but they just laughed at me. We can officiate a pretty good game from up here and call a pretty good game, usually coaching. Ring, back to the basket, spins, right hand, left it short. Wilkinson flies in, picks up the rebound, but steps out of bounds. Central, as I mentioned, 18 first half turnovers, but they maintained a lead and led 28-25 at the break. They've outscored Clarendon 2-0 in the first minute 20 of this half. Vieira for three on the way. That's good. Finally getting untracked a little bit is Ana Vieira. Her first triple of the contest, and it cuts the lead to 2. Ballin, backcourt, cross the stripe. Outside Vergara, just a 2 is good. Only a 2-point basket. She's got 15, lead that back to 4. Sindalawa, a nice runner with a left hand, missed it. Rebound though to Glenn, she'll fire it up, that's no good. And Ring the rebound and she's fouled. Foul, I think, on Mukongo will be her second. Double-double for Laura Ring. Lou now with 10 points, 10 rebounds as the foul does go against Mukongo. 3 ties, 3 lead changes. We're separated by 4 points right now. Central out in front. Baker, left side, 15. Too strong. Sindalawa the rebound and on the run. Takes it into the paint, puts it up, misses it, got her own rebound, however. Triple on the way, that one's no good. And Ring another rebound. Long pass up ahead, Ballin ahead of the pack. Cherry picking and scoring. 6-point advantage on the 4th point of the game for Tal Ballin. Sindalawa as they work perimeter. 3 banking is Vieira. I don't know if she called glass, but she used glass and banks it off of the window and cuts the lead in half just like that. 34-31. That one even clanged oddly, you could hear in the hoop mic. Ring can shoot from 3, does not this time. Vergara up top, Sophie. Wilkinson left side, Ring. Marin Baker gets knocked on her keister. Oh, nice play to Wilkinson. She'll fire it up, lay it up and in. Great find by Lou Ring. Add an assist to her double-double already in this one. Sindalawa directing traffic. Vergara on her defensively. Sindalawa, very athletic, goes to the baseline. Nice wraparound pass underneath. Lite in the pack, throws it back out, 9 to shoot. You hear Clarendon's bench chanting out the shot clock as that one misses from long distance. Vergara the rebound. Ball and triple falls out. Sindalawa a rebound. 7 rebounds for Sindalawa. She'll run through the traffic, loses it. Clarendon gathers it back in. 1 extra pass for Vieira. That one's back of the iron and no good from 3. 9 rebounds for Wilkinson. You got 20 rebounds out of the 2 New Zealanders tonight. 11 from Ring and 9 from Wilkinson. 3 new Bulldogs will come in. Ring falls down, throw it right into the hands of Lite. She'll lob it down low and throw it away. Actually, it's Glenn that lobs it, throws it away. I have 6 turnovers for Clarendon. Look at the official stats. And yeah, they had 5 in the first half. (36-31) Central out in front. Ballin gave up the dribble. Domingos into the ball game, playing on her. Ring 17-footer, no good. Domingos goes right over the top of Ballin to pull that one in. Basurl in, baseline, floater 6, glass, good. Eileen Basurl has 5 points, cuts the lead to 3. It has been as Baker tries a 3, that one misses badly. Basurl is tripped and fouled by Vergara. Number 1 on Espy. Foul trouble for Central. Ring, Wilkinson, Ballin, all with 2. Everybody else 1 or less. And we've got the media timeout coming. Foul trouble for Clarendon. Basurl has 3, which she had in the first half. We're going to take a break, step aside. 36-33 Central on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. The media timeout from Central Wyoming College. 4:33 left to play.
So you're a Rustler fan, but you can't make it to campus. Hey, no worries. Show your CWC pride wherever you are with gear from the Central Wyoming College bookstore at cwcbookstore.com. From hoodies to hats, sports-specific and parents, the bookstore has everything you need to rep the Rustlers in style. Head over to cwcbookstore.com, your one-stop shop for official CWC fan apparel. cwcbookstore.com. Gear up, cheer on the Rustlers no matter where you call home.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander or check out our website, landergambles.com.
On the inbound, Wilkinson knocking the ball away from Sindalawa and taking it away. Ballin, Baker. 4:20 remaining, and the steal by Wilson. She'll take it the distance and put it off glass and score. And I said this in the first half. Wilson was the spark plug, I think, defensively for Coach James's team. It's a 1-point contest, 4 minutes left. Ballin gets tripped up by Wilson. Nope. No call on the contact. Trying to set a double pick at the top for Vergara. Ring gets it back. She can, she will, and she does. New Rustler high for Laura Ring. 13 points to go along with 11 rebounds, and she'll get a foul from behind as she knocks the basketball away from Domingos. The 6'1" freshman from New Zealand will check out with her third personal foul. Nat Tintor checking back in for Central. Talia Glenn. And again, Coach Wyatt has ridden those starting five a lot as you look at Coach James in the middle of your screen. Down by 4, his team. I think Wilkinson might have got an elbow to the throat, and scoring over her as Wilkinson's holding her throat. Lite scores over her, and Sophie's going to continue to play. She was definitely laboring a bit as she was holding underneath her chin area. Corner, Tintor. Fires it off glass, kind of forced the issue and gets bailed out a bit. Foul's coming on Clarendon, and it's going to be on Lite. Number 1 on Marcella. And Sophie has come out of the ball game, and she's still holding her chest as she goes to the end of the bench. Her upper chest, throat area. Now I think Coach talking to her a little bit about it. She's just going to catch her breath at the end of that bench as you see her still kind of coughing a little bit on that bench. Free throw on the way. Tintor is good. Coach talking to the official as Sophie sits down behind them. Tintor's first free throw is good. Her first points of the game. Puts it back up to a 3-point Rustler lead, and now 4. (41-37). Vieira has knocked in a couple of threes. That one will not go, and Baker grabs the rebound. Vergara, backdoor ball and underneath. She's in traffic. She gets fouled, misses the shot, but she is fouled. And Ballin got trapped underneath the trees down there, and had his teammates scramble to get her out of there. And the foul is going to go on Domingos, her first. And Tal Ballin will shoot free throws. 13 of 18 Central from the charity stripe here in the ball game, and they make another one. There were 72 free throws shot in the first game of the season on this floor last Friday night. And we're only at 28 right now, 29 with that one. Second by Ballin is good. It's a 2-possession game at 6 points right now. Still 12:40 left to play in the game. Triple, nicely done by Talia Glenn. Kind of lulled them to sleep at the top and then cuts the lead in half with that 3. Vergara back to Baker. Ukai has come into the ball game. Left side ball and triple. That one is no good, and a defensive rebound by Domingos. Central 4 of 14 from the arc, and taking it the distance is Domingos, and it's a 1-point game. A quick 5-0 run by the Bulldogs, and they're right back in the thick of it now in a 1-point game. You're really never out of it at 6 points for sure, but quick 5-point strike by the Bulldogs. We're under 2 minutes left. Tintor, offensive foul, will be the turnover, number 22 on Central. Tintor will pick up her second personal, and the Bulldogs with a chance at the lead. We have seen 3 ties and 3 lead changes in this one. No call on contact. Ukai the rebound. Up ahead, baseline ball in 15. Good, nice stop and pop towels. She's got 8. And a carry. Will be the 7th turnover of the game by Clarendon. Clarendon has 22 more shot opportunities than Central, thanks to 22 Central turnovers. But they've made 3 more baskets than Central, but it's 15 free throws for Central that has helped stake them to a 3-point lead. 15 of 20 to Clarendon's 6 of 9. Beo Sancho corner, won't shoot it. Ballin is fouled. Going for the steal was Wilson. That'll be 3 on Sanaya. And it's only going to be the 4th team foul. Ballin, I think, getting a talking to by the official for something away from the basketball, as Glenn is going to check out. That's her 3rd. Actually, she got the foul, not Wilson, who only has 2. So Tintor back up top. Baker, right side, Bea Sancho. Baseline, Ukai has it knocked out of bounds. Good quick hands by Basurl. 50 seconds left in the quarter. 3-point Central lead, 9 to shoot. Ukai hands it back to Ballin. Tal back to Ukai. Rhea travels with it. Oh, nope, she's touched the end line as she took that step to go corner. They say she stepped out of bounds. Less than a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Wilson shake and bake and throw it off glass, score it, and 1 as she slides clear across the floor into the padding underneath. 10 points for Wilson off the bench. 16 points of the 44 coming from the bench for Clarendon tonight. Central foul is whistled on Estela Bea Sancho, sorry. Tintor tying her shoe down on the low block. The and 1 opportunity for Wilson is good. Coach James on the sideline. His team has tied the game for the 4th time with less than 30 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Baker, they get away. Left side, Tintor, triple on the way. Back of the iron, long rebound comes out to Wilson. Wilson, nice dish, left side, and scoring. Three seconds left. Ukai, long triple is off glass and no good. That was Eugenia Ngungo that scored the bucket on the lay-in and gives Clarendon a 2-point lead as we head to the 4th and final quarter. 47-45, Clarendon out in front. We'll be back after this. The final 10 minutes on the way. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletes for over 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families one-on-one. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. Our services include hand therapy, orthopedic therapy, pre- and post-rehab, and aquatic therapy, and more. Set up an appointment today in Lander, Riverton, Green River, Rock Springs, Saratoga, or Rawlins. FremontTherapyGroup.com.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
47-45, Clarendon the lead, Central the basketball. Clarendon in the 3rd quarter, 9 of 20, 45% their best output by far. 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 3 of 8, more importantly, from the arc. 4 of 23 for the game they are now. Central 4 of 16 from the arc in the contest. 6 of 15 in the 3rd quarter, and Ukai is on the end line. And we'll turn it over. Clarendon outscored Central 22-15 in the 3rd quarter and have themselves the 4th lead change of the game, where they lead 47-45. One extra pass, Vieira for three, no good. Tintor the rebound. Third board of the game for Nat. Baker with it, corner. Beo Sancho back out to Baker. Central, again, just 4 triples, stays at 4 as that one misses, and the rebound by Vieira. Neither team has really shot well from the arc as Wilson goes off glass. Tintor a rebound, number 4. Central 4 of 17 from distance. Clarendon 4 of 24. Ring and Vergara after a break coming back in on the next dead ball. That pass telegraphed. Western Union picked off, and scoring is Vieira. Good read. She's got 9 now, does Anna Vieira. And if you're Coach Wyatt, you might think about a timeout, perhaps, to get these 3 back into the game, 3 starters, as Baker's triple is no good. Rebound run down by Ngungo. Wilson. Back to Berserl. Baseline. Domingos, and one. No, she's going to be fouled, though, as Tintor raises her hand. That'll be number 3 on Nat, and this will get Central subs in. Sindalawa coming in for Clarendon. Ring, Vergara, and Wilkinson check in and shake hands with players exiting. Beo Sancho, Tintor, and Ukai coming out. Largest lead for Clarendon has been 5. Domingos trying to tie that, cannot. 7 of 11, the Bulldogs from the free throw line. Again, thanks for tuning in on Rustler Athletics on our YouTube page. Second one is no good, as Vergara comes away with a rebound. Central back on the attack, down by 4. Ball and triple is good. And a quick timeout called by Coach Wyatt. Tal Ballin had to shorten the follow through on that one as a player was kind of swinging past her as she kind of short armed it a bit. And she got it to go. Looking at who was racing by there. Didn't see who that was racing by, but Tal Ballin drops in the triple, and she cuts the lead to 1 at 49-48. And Coach Wyatt quickly calling a timeout. Appreciate you tuning in again. Our broadcasts brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply, our pregame sponsor, Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, and YDOT, reminding you to buckle up every trip, every time. Our halftime show and statistics. It'll be the Bailey Enterprises postgame show coming your way at the conclusion. And we thank Fremont Chevy for their scoreboard sponsorship, as well as the other ones that you see. Fremont Beverages, Pepsi, Gales Carpet One, Altitude Interiors, the Wind River Casino, Wind River Cares, Gambles, reminding you to turn around and shop in town in downtown Lander. Appreciate your support of those businesses that support our CWC athletes. I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks for tuning in. I am the manager of Rustler Radio and the lowest man on the totem pole at Rustler Media. Amanda Nikoloff's new media class in charge of this production. Addie Wagner, our director. Julian and Aspen, our camera operators. High at the top of Rustler Gymnasium. Out of the timeout. Clarendon basketball. This team out of Texas. Long drive. Got to see snow for the first time and trying to pick up a W in the first ever meeting with Central. Driving, shot, they'll let him play. Shot no good. Wilson the rebound. A lot of contact going on. Sindalawa gets free. Ballin has it tapped into her hands by Wilkinson. Central with a chance at the lead. 7.5 left. Ballin back-to-back triples. Yes! 14 for Tal Ballin. 5th lead change of the ball game. Central has it 51-49. Vergara has 15, Ballin 14, Ring has 13, Wilson, boy, contact as she let go of that one. More contact, and a foul will come, and we'll see who it's on. I think it's going to be on a Vergara. Espy will commit the foul. And that is going to be number 2 on Espy. And it will be Clarendon ball out of bounds. Shot clock at 20. Domingo's checking out. She's played fierce minutes for the green and black. Coach James. Nice drive. Sindalawa runs right past Sophie Wilkinson and scores. She is very athletic and very quick, Sindalawa. She has 7 points to go along with 7 rebounds and ties us for the 5th time in the contest. 51 apiece on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Vergara D'd up by Wilson's Tedeschi. Ring, backdoor ball and saved. Nope, Sindalawa stole it but dribbled it out of bounds along the end line. Shot clock still at 20. I don't think the shot clock should have reset on that, if it did in fact, and I think that's what Coach James just said to the official as he's going to go down and look. They're going to set it at 17 seconds. So not much difference. TBH. Inbound to Baker. Ballin, triples. Yeah, no. Oh, I thought it was down. Karam's off the side. Sindalawa the rebound. Armanda offensive. Oh, they'll call her for a travel as she plows into Vergara. They'll pick Vergara up off the floor. Just 8 turnovers by Clarendon. Central has 25 turnovers, but they are very much in this ball game at 51 apiece right now. Clarendon shooting only 29% for the game, 17% from the arc. Wilkinson bounces it to Ring. Nice move, Ring, as she dribbled past Vieira. She's going to be fouled and go to the line. Turn my own microphone off there for a second. Foul is on Berserl. 4 personal fouls on Eileen. She's played a long time with 3. Now she has 4 as Ring misses the first free throw. Central was 75% free throw shooting until that one. That one will help push it back to 73. 1 point Rustler lead, 5 lead changes, 5 ties. That ball bounces off of Vergara's hands, hits Mukongo, and it goes out of bounds on the 9th turnover by Clarendon. Coach James talking to the official in the far corner. Vergara gives it back to Ballin. Sindalawa on her defensively. Tal hands it to Vergara. She'll go to the floor, throws it left side. Baker boxes out her player, goes cross-court. Ring on the way. Triple is no good. That had brought the house down. Wilkinson, though, with a rebound. She is fouled and she goes down hard. Foul is going to be on Sindalawa, number 3 on her. We'll say it was on the ground, and Wilkinson will not be shooting free throws. Just the 2nd team foul in the 4th quarter on both teams with 2 fouls. Lob it into Ring. Berserl has 4. Wilkinson 1 on 4, missed it. She had a pretty good look at it as well. Going 1 on 4, but Mukongo the rebound. 5:15 remaining, regulation time. Wilkinson might have got away with a foul, nothing called. Mukongo misses, gets her own rebound. That triple is no good, and Ring will be fouled on that rebound. 12 rebounds and 14 points for Lou Ring, and that is the 4th foul now on Sindalawa. She has 4, Berserl has 4, 3 on Glenn. Central has Tintor with 3. She's on the bench. Ring has 3 out in the left side corner, top of the screen. Backdoor Ballin. Might have double dribbled. Might have been fouled. Might have traveled. Might have thrown it away. Instead, is taking it away is Sindalawa. She'll go the distance. Ran into Ring. Awkward shot, but she drains it off glass and scores. 53-52 Bulldogs out in front on the 6th lead change of the ball game. Both of these teams' biggest leads came in the first/second quarter at the end of those runs, and then Ballin throws it away. Not sure who that one was to, but Wilson goes the distance and scores on the other end. Got a media timeout on the next dead ball. Keith has 2 if he wants to use them. Ring underneath, wrap around, scores. Big basket. And then Sindalawa goes the other way and scores in a quick timeout. 57-54, this is just a 30-second timeout. They do sit down, however. I thought this would be the media timeout, but he signals a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. 8 lead changes, 5 ties in the ball game right now. Clarendon with a 57-54 lead. And play has looked good at sometimes. Play has looked kind of ragged at sometimes for both teams throughout this, as you got a shot of our camera crew dancing up here in the box just a second ago, Aspen and Julian. Appreciate what they do for us. Clarendon, Texas. A long, long way from home, getting to see snow. So I'm going to do a little Google Map search while we're here. By driving, it's 12 hours, 41 minutes, 818 miles, and that's not by bus. That would be longer by bus, but yeah, you'll cross that very corner panhandle of Texas up through Colorado and get to Riverton. 818 miles from Clarendon, Texas to Riverton, Wyoming. Appreciate them making the trip for this run and gun basketball classic for the Rustlers. 3:35 left to play in the contest. Vergara fouled by Sindalawa and 1, and that's big 2 times over, because it puts Central within 1 and a chance to tie, and it also gives Sindalawa her 5th personal foul. Coach James in disbelief. I'm going to watch it on. She'd made contact and had 1 foot inside of that charge arc. And coach has taken all of his time to replace her. And finally will. And it's going to send Talia Glenn into the ballgame. Sindalawa, 8 rebounds, 11 points. As you see Glenn check in for her. SB to tie. Does. SB has shot free throws very well in this one today, 8 of 9. And then a block on the other side, but a foul called as Glenn is going to go shoot 2 free throws, and Laura Ring will pick up her 4th personal foul. So 4 fouls on Ring. She is the first Rustler to 4. Tintor has 3. She's on the bench at the moment. Glenn just back into the lineup, knocks the free throw down. She has 8 points. I think that's actually 6 for her. Second one as good as the first. A 2-point game, 59-57, 3:20 left. A lot of time left, and Wilson pokes it away from Ballin from behind. Glenn, cross court, Vieira, corner, big 3 does not go, and Ballin will grab the Rustler rebound. 5 rebounds for Tao, 14 points for Tao. SB has 18, Ring has 16. Sanaya Wilson has 11 with Sindalawa, who is fouled out of the contest for Clarendon. Nice left hand step through by Ring and score. 18 for Lou Ring. She and Vergara with 18 each for Game Eye honors for CWC. We're tied at 59. 7th tie of the game. Makungo in the paint, and a double dribble is the call. Coach James in disbelief as he goes to the end line. Rustlers were asking for a 3-second count, but they instead get a double dribble. I think the official up closest to the hash was going to call a 3, but he deferred to the other official who called the double. And then a tie-up on the inbound by Glenn, tying up Baker, will switch the arrow and gives the basketball back to Clarendon. How about that move by Talia Glenn? She steps in, gets a tie-up, flips the arrow. Clarendon has it right back. Trading turnovers again. Vieira thought about a triple. Does not. Hands it back to Wilson, who goes the distance, fires it off the glass, and a foul coming as she will shoot 2. It's Tal Ball and number 3 on Tal. Coming up, the Bailey Enterprises postgame show. Get you quickly wrapped up on this one. We'll have to stop this stream in order to start the Rustler men's stream after a quick break. Wilson free throw is good. 12 points for Sanaya. 60-59. 1 point lead. Clarendon clears out the rebounds. And she gets the second and will get a timeout called. We'll take it with them. We'll step aside one more time. 2:15 left to play, fourth quarter. Clarendon by 2. Rustler basketball when we come back after this timeout.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Central to athletics.
Central for making dreams come true.
Central basketball out of the timeout. Vergara gets it. Brings it across the timeline. 2 and change left. Baker to ball and triple by Tal. Front of the iron. Rebound tapped into the hands of Glenn, who loses it out of bounds, and they're going to say turnover on Clarendon. And now the other official turns it back around and gives it back to Clarendon. No turnover. Coach Keith lobbying with the official. The highs and lows of being a coach. Coach James now talking with the official with his arms out on the far side hash mark. Left side, Glenn takes it to the rack and she'll score. 7 for Glenn. 63-59. 4-point Clarendon lead. That goes off the hands of Baker, will be a turnover. I have Central unofficially at 30 turnovers, but yet are down by 4 with 92 seconds left. Referee had put the ball in play, but they were subbing in, and now they're not going to let Tintor sub in. Ring was going to come out. She has 4 fouls. We're going to bring her out of the defensive equation to not get that 5th personal foul, but she's going to have to stay in. Glenn defended by Ring. Minute 20 left, 18 on the shot clock. Baseline, Vergara is going to foul Wilson. Espy with her 3rd personal. And Sanaya Wilson with 13 points going to go to the line. Largest lead for Clarendon was 5 at 7-2. I'm noticing we have a Crimson Crane repair for a sponsor, Dub Huckabee out of Midland, Texas. I'm going to guess that's a friend of Pat Rafferty, the head coach of the men's team for Central. Wilson cannot hit the free throw. 11 of 17 from the line are the Bulldogs in the contest. Second one is no good. Tintor come in on the defense on the sub there. Couldn't pull her back now as they miss Ring on offense. And Vergara runs past and runs into contact with Glenn. They'll count the bucket, no foul. We're under a minute left. Wilson comes in. Ring set to check back in on the next stop in play. Tintor coming out. 5 count is on, now off. Wilson flips it out. Bercero, 3 is big. Eight points for Eileen Bercero, who has been in foul trouble much of the game. And with 30 seconds remaining on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, Clarendon has their largest lead of the game. They've tied it, and Coach Keith Wyatt calling a timeout. The Bailey Enterprises postgame show is coming your way at the conclusion of this ball game. We will also run through some final statistics. This stream will stop. If you're watching to watch the CWC men, you'll have to exit this stream, and hit up the next stream that is on your docket on the CWC Rustlers YouTube page. .5 left, 25 on the shot clock. It's 2 possessions, it's only 5 points. But that was a big 3 by Bercero, for sure. Ballin wants a pick, hands it back to Vergara. 23 seconds, asking for a pick. Vergara's gonna drive, she will miss, but Wilkinson comes in there, gives it back to Espy. She is stuffed, they're gonna call a jump ball and keep it Central. That was a great block by Mukongo. But they're going to give it to Central on a jump ball. They call it a tie-up. Inbound ball and through traffic, off glass. She's fouled, running down the lane. Bercero, no, it is not on Bercero. It is on Sanaya Wilson, her 3rd. Tintor checking in for Ring. Situational subbing for those two with Ring with 4 fouls. Laura Ring, 12 rebounds, 18 points. Vergara, 20 points, 4 rebounds. Ballin, 14 points, 5 rebounds. Wilkinson, 4 points and 10 rebounds. As Ballin now with 15. Bouncing back from that illness, she feels much better, playing like the Tal we saw last year as a freshman. Much bigger than her diminutive size might lead you to believe at 5'6". She makes both, and we've got a timeout called as subbing in for Clarendon is Domingos. 10 seconds left in a 1-possession game. 66-63, down to the wire. 8 lead changes, 7 ties in this ball game. Clarendon has the ball, they have the basketball, and they have the arrow as you look in on Aspen and Julian. Giving a wave from the top of the stadium. Our student camera operators here from the New Media Degree. Addie Wagner from the Ranch Horse team at Central. I noticed Clarendon has that as well. And a golf team. Aspen's on our golf team. Our student athlete of the week from the golf team, Isabel Salas, as well. Athletes from the golf team running concessions and the check-in stand. I think soccer may be running the concession stand as our athletes. Liberal into the game as Baker fouls immediately Eileen Bercero. And that is probably by design to get her the basketball. Eileen Bercero is perfect on the year, but she's only shot 4 free throws. So announcer jinx, I don't know. There's not enough free throws to, I don't know what the threshold is on an announcer jinx on that, as Berserl goes to the free throw line, and apparently it's not 4 because she's perfect on the season at 5 for 5 now. That's a big one because it makes it a 2-possession game with 8.8 seconds left. Clarendon looking like they will overcome a cold shooting night and pick up their 3rd win of the season. Vergara snaps cords on 3 left side. 2 seconds left and a quick foul. 1.1 left as Wilson will go to the line. Vergara will pick up her 4th personal foul. That is SB's 3rd three-pointer of the game, and it cuts it to 2 points with 1.1 left. And that's going to send Wilson to the line. Sanaya Wilson, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 67%. Looking at young statistics in a short, early pregame. Puts it up to a full 1 possession. 14 of 21 from the free throw line for the game. shots number 2 is good, and that'll put the nail in the coffin. Vergara from half court is off, and Clarendon has won it. The Clarendon Bulldogs, an 800-mile journey, seeing snow for the first time. They overcome a cold shooting night. They end up shooting 23 more shots than Central, shooting only 33%, but Clarendon wins it. 70-66 is your final score. And that score, just FYI, Addie and Amanda, is going to disappear as they'll reset the scoreboard to set the timer for the men's game here in just a minute. But you see the final at 70-66. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll get you the Bailey Enterprises post-game show. We'll get you some final stats and get you ready for basketball. As the final score, Clarendon, Texas 70, Central Wyoming 66. We'll be back with your Bailey Enterprises post-game show next. This is Rustler Basketball on Rustler Media.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching.
Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
Final score tonight from Rustler Gymnasium in Riverton, Wyoming. The Clarendon, Texas Bulldogs come and get a 70-66 victory over Central. Central trailed 7-2 early, then rattled off 16 straight and got an 11-point lead. And then it became a basketball game after that. Central led 15-7 at the end of one. They led 28-25 at the half. Got outscored 22-17 in the third. Get outscored 23-21 in the fourth to make it a 4-point differential. Clarendon wins it 70-66. Unofficial stats, Sanaya Wilson off the bench, 15 points for her team. 25 points came off the bench for the Bulldogs. Just 2 points came off the bench for CWC. That a couple of free throws by Nat Tintor. So the Clarendon bench doing the job tonight. 15 for Wilson. Makongo had 6 with 4 rebounds. Bersuril had 10 with 4 rebounds. 11 points, 8 rebounds for Armanda Sindalawa. And 9 points for Talia Glenn and 9 points for Anna Vieira as she kind of came alive with a couple of big threes in the third quarter. Central out-rebounded Clarendon 48-37. Central for the game, 20 of 53, 38%, 7 of 24 from the arc. Their free throws keeping them in the game, 19 of 25 from the free throw line after they committed 30 turnovers in the ballgame. SB Vergara, 23 points for SB. Her season career high as a Rustler is 24. Her season high now 23. 18 points and 12 rebounds for Lou Ring. 16 points, 5 rebounds for Tal Ballin. 4 points, 10 rebounds for Sophie Wilkinson. Nat Tintor, 2 points, 4 boards. Marin Baker, 3 points, 5 rebounds in the contest. 66-70, Clarendon victorious over Central Wyoming College. CWC now 0-3 overall. They'll play Treasure Valley at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Clarendon will come back. They will take on Northwest College, and that will be early in the day. I believe 10 o'clock is when they get that one started. You can watch that on our huddle camera as well. So appreciate you tuning in from Clarendon, Texas. Final score tonight, Clarendon wins it 70-66 over Central Wyoming College. For that, we're going to say goodbye on this broadcast. We'll come back on the other stream with a men's broadcast. I'm John Gabrielson saying thanks and so long from Rustler Gym.